Kourtney.
Yes.
The year is 1995.
Mm-hmm.
What movie or movies were you seeing in theaters as a 4, soon to be 5-year-old that summer?
Okay. The movie I was seeing in theaters as a 4, soon to be 5-year-old that year was Lion King 94 or 96?
94.
All right. I saw Lion King in theaters. When did Mulan come out?
It's a good question. I don't think it was 95.
No, I don't think so either. Anyway, I saw The Lion King pretty recently, and that blew my fucking mind.
I can tell you what the summer of 95 was if you want to hear, because you probably don't know.
95. Sure, tell me.
So we had Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Definitely saw that.
Definitely didn't see that in
No,
theaters.
I was there.
Okay.
Next.
Braveheart.
Seated.
Casper. That was a big one.
Remind me of which one that is.
Like, for real?
Mm-hmm.
The ghost movie?
Uh-huh.
With the little Richie Rich kid ghost?
Richie.
Okay, anyway, I'm moving on. Congo, a very disappointing movie
I was
for me.
100% at Congo.
The premise of that movie had me way excited, and then we rented it, and I was like, well, that sucked. Pocahontas was 95.
Oh, I for sure saw Pocahontas.
Okay. Judge Dredd, I don't think.
And I did see Judge Dredd as well.
Yeah. Apollo 13.
Mm-hmm.
Clueless. I don't think I saw that in 95, but that's a great movie that we've covered before, right? Did we cover that?
I don't think you
Wait,
have.
I think we talked about it, but we didn't.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Babe, a movie that we will be covering on this podcast soon.
Babe.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, 100% front row.
And I definitely rented that like a year or two later.
Mm-hmm.
And Waterworld.
Oh, yep.
Strangely, what's not on this list is Toy Story. Oh, this is just some random fucking list that some asshole made.
Wait a second.
It is the second result when you Google 1995 summer movies. That's pretty wild. That's some good SEO on that person. I'm not even going to name their username on IMDb, but that was impressive that they got that SEO on there. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
But yeah, I was expecting you to say Toy Story, really.
Well, I did not. Forgot that came out at that time.
Did you rent it on VHS, you think? Or
did I see Toy Story then?
In theaters, yeah.
No, I don't think I saw Toy Story in theaters.
Yeah. I definitely saw today's film in theaters. I remember seeing an ad for it in the newspaper because my parents would buy like the Sunday paper, and that was like the big one to get, right? And there was like a big print ad for this movie in there. Very excited for it. Been seeing the trailers on TV. Pointed to it and was like, Mom, Dad, we have to go see this movie. And my parents were like, okay. And made like a big thing about we went to the theater and saw it, all three of us together. And it was the first and last time I went to the theater with both of my parents. I think one of the last movies, my mom may have not seen a movie in theaters since then, to be honest with you. I'm struggling to think of another movie she saw in theaters. Yeah.
I'm shocked.
That's how rare it was for the family.
Wow.
Because I would see... So before I started going to the movies on my own, whenever I would go see a movie, it was like my dad dropping me off and then picking me up when it was over.
What a luxury. What a freedom. Oh my God.
To what?
I never had that.
Well, it was rare. It was on rare occasions. Like I remember
they were always throwing you out of the car saying, here you go.
It was like 2 times in middle school for like a friend thing. If I wasn't like staying the night at a friend's house and like their parents took us, or the Matrix sequels obviously got a pass. Like I made such a big deal out of that. My dad had to take me to the theater.
Oh, 100%.
But he would I remember my dad bought the ticket, sat through like the first 20 minutes and was like, all right, I'm going to go to Lowe's. I'll just see you when the movie's over. And I met up with him on the way out of the theater.
I know where to find you.
Yeah. He was like, I'm not sitting through this.
I love it. Your dad said, I'm going to head out.
Unfortunate for him, he missed the freeway chase scene, the best part of that movie, Matrix Reloaded. Revolutions I saw with friends, but we didn't meet up until after the movie was over because we realized we didn't find each other before the movie started, so we were sitting in different places in the theater. This was before assigned seats, obviously.
That's so adorable, because then you can really convene and then talk about your experience.
Right, we met up in the lobby and we're like, "Whoa, dude, what did you think?" You know,
I didn't look at you at all.
Couldn't have. From 2 people who will never speak ill of Nicole Kidman, this is Debaser, a film podcast. I'm Jared, and together with my guest co-host Kourtney, we explore both new and familiar movies to bring you details and discussion about them, all in an effort to debase the films and ourselves. Today's episode, a superhero flick that was famously a wild neon departure from the dark tone of the franchise, becoming a critical failure but a box office blast-off. After the break, Kourtney and I discuss the controversial blockbuster, Batman Forever. Stay tuned.
We're inside a computer program.
Watch my mouth.
All right, kid, here's the deal.
Keep your head still.
Don't you know who I am?
15 minutes ago.
Would that it was the same.
Me neither.
The water goes over a dam and under a bridge?
It's like people only do things.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
Yeah, you're dignifying her.
It's really sad.
Would that it was the same.
Keep your head still.
Look at all the hunky boys.
Anyway.
This is Debaser.
All right, Kourtney, today's film, and we're back. I should say that. And we're
You
back.
didn't play the intro for me?
No. I've done that like 3 times ever.
Well, you know what? I was there every time.
That's true, actually. I think
Wow.
that is true.
Yeah. You really rolled out the red carpet for me.
I just don't have an easy way to pull it up. Anyway, today's film, Batman Forever. As you've seen in the
Yay.
title of the episode, it's not a surprise. But you do have to kind of draw it out a little bit. You gotta maybe someone hit play and didn't realize what it said or forgot as we were doing the intro, you know.
Hey, I do that all the time. I'll cue something up because
Yeah.
I always got a cue
Oh,
going.
yeah, or it's in a queue, yeah.
Yeah, so
never
you know
know.
what? You never know. You just have
Someone came
we're
fresh
here.
out of an episode of Doughboys into this, and we're like,
Mhm.
oh, right, Debaser's doing Batman Forever this week.
And now it's not a surprise. We told you.
That's right. The movie came out June 16th, 1995, as we discussed. And it is available to watch on HBO Max and on VOD everywhere, and on DVD, Blu-ray, HD DVD. Good luck finding that somewhere at a pawn shop, though. The film stars Val Kilmer, Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones, Nicole Kidman, and Chris O'Donnell. The film was written by Lee Batchelor, Janet Scott Batchelor, and Akiva Goldsman. It was infamously directed by Joel Schumacher.
Infamously.
Infamously. More on that later. The premise of today's film is Batman must battle former District Attorney Harvey Dent, who is now Two-Face, and Edward Nygma, the Riddler, with help from an amorous psychologist and a young circus acrobat who becomes his sidekick, Robin. The budget of the film, I normally make Will take a swing at this. Do you want to try
Actually,
and guess?
I know it.
Oh, never mind. It
I
was
know
100
because
mil.
I come in prepared, baby.
Shh, don't do that. That's my job.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. You did research for this?
Yeah, what
Who
can
are
I
you?
say? I love the movies.
How far are we in? And I'm throwing shade at Will already.
First off, be nice. Second off, I don't know. All my notes are, now I'm looking at them, they're just one-liners that I liked.
Oh, this movie's full of them.
I know.
And you can tell that this movie has multiple writers because there is a version, just because I mentioned the writers a minute ago, some of this movie I think is so hyper intelligent and it uses words and phrases that like you would never hear in a superhero movie these days. Like Two-Face just spits out such eloquent lines that I'm just kind of floored by.
That was
Followed
just
by
Tommy Lee
some of the
Jones.
craziest one. I think it's Tommy ad-libbing.
Oh yeah, he came
But
in.
followed by some of the craziest like one-liners and non sequiturs and like old TV show references, you know, and Jim Carrey, of course, in the same vein. They're both in the same movie. It's insane.
I know.
We do have to talk about them off screen, by the way.
We have so much to talk
There's
about,
so
honestly.
much
this movie.
Behind the scenes drama to talk about. We're going to talk about more of the behind the scenes than the, I think, in the
Oh my God, I
movie's
have
plot.
so much. Yes, we've seen the movie. We love the movie. It's a
Yeah.
perfect movie. And I know every single person listening will agree with that sentence 100%.
And if you don't now, you will by the end of the episode.
Oh, we will sell it to you because guess what? It's the best Batman movie there is.
Well, let me go over the box office real quick. So it had a budget of $100 million and it grossed $336 million worldwide in total. It did outgross Batman Returns, Batman Returns was seen as a bit of a letdown because Batman 1989 was such a huge hit. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me right now, but Batman 1989 was such a huge fucking hit that honestly, it probably wouldn't have been surpassed, but Forever did actually outpace it. And of course, ticket sales had gone, ticket prices had gone up since 1989 too. The Rotten Tomatoes score for this film is a awful 41%.
I knew that too.
Truly awful score. Completely undeserved. And I do think this movie is getting reevaluated in the past decade. And people are acknowledging that it is a good film.
It rips.
If you take it on its own terms, like it is a campy, flashy, gay icon of a superhero film. And at the time, people were really flabbergasted by it. And there was a whole, and I was guilty of this as well, because, I was a kid when it came out. So I'm going to go easy on myself, but people really turned their backs on the Schumacher films, this one included. I can't really defend Batman and Robin too much. The only decent thing about that movie to me is Uma Thurman and Arnold to a little bit. But like even George Clooney has no no defense of that movie at all. But I do think Batman Forever is a great movie. And if you had asked me between the ages of like 11 and 21, I would have been like, yeah, that movie's fucking dog shit. I hated that movie. And
that's internalized homophobia.
I think a little bit, to be honest. I think
I'm snapping into the mic right now.
Didn't like the idea that like they put nipples on the bat suit and everything's
so hot.
Yeah, everyone's so attractive. There's so much yearning and and lingering and like horniness, like truly horniness in a superhero film. Something completely alien nowadays. Superhero films have an issue right now. They're boring. They feel pointless. Also, in the span of 8 years, 1989 to 1997, they made 4 wildly different Batman movies.
So imagine the general audience coming in from Returns after being traumatized to
for sure.
The colors, the fun.
Such a huge
the
departure.
Absolute camp.
Yeah.
I can see how that was really shocking for some people.
Returns was 92, I believe. And then Forever's 95. And then Batman and Robin's 1997, but it's basically like Batman Forever, just not as good. But
you're right.
So think of how long we've gone.
But we must not pit 2 bad bitches against each other. Listen.
Yeah. We're not here to talk about Batman and Robin.
Yes.
But think about the Robert Pattinson Batman movie.
Oh, so good. The second best.
Matt Reeves.
Yes.
I don't think I would have pulled that, actually.
I think you could have.
So Matt Reeves' The Batman came out in March 2022. And by the time the sequel, like the immediate follow-up to that movie comes out, it'll be 2028, October, as of right now. It just got pushed. They almost did 4 Batman movies in the span that it is going to take them to do 2 now. And have you ever heard the expression, like, we forgot how? Like when people say like, oh, how did we used to make like such good AAA games in such a short amount of time? Or how did we used to make such good movies every like 2 or 3 years? And it's like, we just forgot how. We literally just forgot how.
We forgot how.
Yeah, it's just something to think about, like how spoiled we were for Batman movies back then. And like, yeah, we've had a lot.
Batman movies.
We've had a lot. Christopher Nolan did 3, Zack Snyder did 2.
Absolutely.
And then we had the Matt Reeves one, and we're eventually going to get a second one. We were supposed to have a Batgirl movie by now. We had a Flash movie that was technically a Batman movie. None of these good though. These are all,
I know.
And they're all just same. Like none of them have the impact of these like 90s Batman movies.
Yeah.
It's just so sad to like reminisce about like that,
No, but that's why we're not going to, because we're talking about Batman Forever,
right.
baby. We're talking about colors. We're talking about nipples on a bat suit. We're talking about Val Kilmer's luscious lips and how he's apparently...
We're talking about horniness. We're talking neon lights.
Just the apparent... I heard...
Bright colors.
I just want this to be like a really big... Black is just a gossip fest.
Yeah. George Wallace is the mayor of Gotham City.
George Wallace.
How fucking cool is that?
It's beautiful.
That's crazy. Like, I thought I recognized him. And I was like, hold on. And I had to Google it because I didn't recognize him without the Kangol. And I was like, that's George fucking Wallace, dude.
Recommend. Remind the audience about George Wallace.
He's a very famous comedian. I think he's in his 70s now. He's been around forever.
George Wallace still with us?
Yes, still with us. Yes.
Prayers up, baby.
He posts on Blue Sky. He's one of the best follows on social media.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, he's one of the best. Like, he's a comedian who still posts jokes to his social media account instead of just using it to like promote all of his appearances or whatever, He's such a funny dude. One of the classic. You might recognize him when you see him. Yeah,
I do actually need to look up George Wallace.
Yeah. So back to the critical consensus of Batman Forever. Rolling Stone film critic Peter Travers gave the film a positive review, writing, Batman Forever is in and out, but wins in the end by staying true to its unbridled comic spirit. That's him.
That guy.
That's George Wallace. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You see the profile shot.
That
You're like, I do
guy.
know this guy. He's been famous for like 50 years. He's so funny. Yeah. Meanwhile, CNN reviewer Carol Buckland panned the film, writing, Batman Forever is a visual tour de force, a knock your eyes out effort, but it overdoes, overkills, and what starts out exhilarating ends up exhausting.
Oh my God. To
Yeah.
that I just say, go fuck yourself.
Most of the reviews were very mean, though.
Just keep going.
Yeah. Over on Letterboxd, though, user Robert Franco liked the film, writing, you know what, ladies? You're absolutely right. I do need to go to therapy. I have a lot of issues I need to address, and the only one who can help me work through them is the incredibly brilliant and horny Dr. Chase Meridian.
I love her so much. She is probably not supposed to be in the job that she's in, but I love her.
So on our One Battle After Another episode, we talked about how the actress that plays the daughter, her real name is Chase Infinity. Half of her name was inspired by Chase Meridian in this movie. The other half was Buzz Lightyear. Also came out the year that we were talking about. I heard that's
1995, big year.
her parents named her after Batman and Toy Story.
Cool.
I want to shake their hands.
Yeah. I love that.
Watching this movie today, maybe the second time ever after I've seen Matt Reeves's Batman, Paul Dano's Riddler and Jim Carrey's Riddler aren't that different.
Oh, yeah.
Especially their Edward Nygma. Like an Edward Nygma in the beginning before he like gets all suave and starts emulating Bruce Wayne. Very Paul Dano Riddler coded. And I do think maybe Paul Dano was doing that on purpose. The way he just wildly swings his voice so much and is obsessed with Bruce Wayne and is so upset when Bruce Wayne doesn't understand his vision. Because famously in the Matt Reeves Batman movie, there's the interrogation scene where Paul Dano realizes Bruce Wayne isn't on his side and starts losing his mind and singing Ave Maria. Jim Carrey's Riddler is kind of doing that in this movie a little bit when Bruce won't sign on to his like TV thing.
But he's like immediately at a 10. Like he starts
like
so
super manic. Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, imagine how high he has to go just from there. It's beautiful. Such a absolutely no notes on that performance at all. Just.
Also, there's no like consistency. Like it's so clear that Jim Carrey's wearing a wig in that first scene where he works at Wayne Industries.
No.
Because it's just like a crappy red hair wig. And then the next time we see him not Riddlerized, he just looks like Jim Carrey. But if Jim Carrey was trying to look like Val Kilmer.
Yes.
And he's even like, he has a press conference where his hair looks super nice and it's combed back, but it's just Jim Carrey's hair. By the way, apparently, this was in the IMDb trivia, so I don't know how true it is. But apparently, Jim Carrey wanted to shave a question mark into his head. But he was currently undergoing a divorce and would have to show up to divorce court with that and decided against it. A lot of actors in this movie were going through a divorce while they were making this movie, by the way.
No.
And apparently it added to tensions on the set.
Oh, that is so interesting because it sounds like this movie was hellish to be made.
Yes. So many people did not get along on the behind the scenes of this movie.
There was so much drama.
Val Kilmer hated Joel Schumacher.
Yes.
Tommy Lee Jones hated Jim Carrey. Just seems like nobody was getting along. But then on screen, it's like they're having a ball, dude. So like they were getting paid handsomely. So maybe that's why they were able to just kind of put it aside and be like, I'm going to make this fucking movie. I'm going to cash the gigantic check that comes with it. And I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
And then
it's like
I'll
what you
dish
were
about
saying.
it in interviews years later, you know?
This is the type of stuff we just forgot how to do.
We forgot how to do this. Yeah.
Just fucking get
Because
through
now
it.
all the Marvel guys have to be cool with each other and cannot talk shit, even though they go on like 30 different YouTube talk shows.
Yes.
And have to pretend like they're cool with everybody and don't have like secret evil things that they know about each other or want to like talk shit about, you know?
Yeah, but they have to go on Hot Ones.
Yeah, they have to go on Hot Ones, but like, God forbid they let slip that like somebody spit on somebody else during the movie or whatever. So Tim Burton famously directed Batman and Batman Returns, the previous movies in this franchise, and they are sequels.
Isn't
like
that
these,
wild?
yeah.
I always forget that these are canonically in the same
They
universe.
reference each
They
other,
just
yeah.
keep going. It's just that Batman keeps changing, the tone keeps changing.
Well, and there are some recurring actors, but they're not the leads. Like
Yeah.
Chris O'Donnell does come back,
Alfred's always
but
there.
Alfred is in all four of them. Michael Goh, maybe. And then the guy that plays Commissioner Gordon.
Pat
Kingle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Both no longer with us. Obviously, they were very old in the 90s already.
Rip.
But they are they're in all four, obviously. Chris O'Donnell's in two, of course. But so Tim Burton was originally going to direct this, right? However, there was such a backlash to Batman Forever by like parent groups and McDonald's, who was doing like tie-in Happy Meal toys for the movies.
They were like, we can't have these kids in the theater seeing this.
Right. Well, they didn't want to. So McDonald's pulled out of doing Batman Returns toys because they said it was too dark and Penguin was like really fucked up and they didn't want to have Penguin toys because he's like openly like biting a woman's nose in the movie and like
he's just a menace and
almost sexually assaulting Catwoman. He
does.
Basically does. Yeah, that's right. It's not even just implied. He just straight does. Yeah. Anyway, so because of that,
McDonald's said we can't sell this.
There was so much pushback to Tim Burton doing it again that Warner Brothers, it sounds like they mutually agreed to part ways. And Joel Schumacher was brought on. He was kind of like, not a student of Tim Burton, but like they were acquaintances. Like they knew each other and were friends and stuff. So Joel Schumacher was brought on. And Michael Keaton was initially still going to do it. And then like started to see where Joel Schumacher was taking it and then backed out. He said he wanted it to stay dark like the Tim Burton movies. And then when they saw that they were making it lighter and campier, he backed out. And they went through tons and tons. I could list for days all the different people that were considered for all the different roles, Batman and Robin especially, and the villains too. And I just don't find any of that interesting unless they were actually screen tested, They settled on Val Kilmer, obviously. It sounds like he didn't have a great time doing it, and
no, he hated it.
Yeah.
He said it's a dream to play Batman, and it's like a nightmare to actually do it.
Yeah, I did see where he tried to show the movie to his kids, and they were bored with it. But he was like, "I'm glad I got to do it at least once." But he's like, "But yeah, it wasn't fun." And apparently, he met who's that billionaire real estate investor? Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett came on set one day with his kids, and Val Kilmer said that the kids were not interested in him at all. They were more interested in the Batmobile. And he was like, oh, it doesn't matter who fucking plays Batman. Like, everyone just self-inserts on Batman. They just want to see his stuff. And he's like, it doesn't matter who plays him. And that's why he decided he wasn't doing it again already.
Yeah. I also read that he just basically said, I just had to stand on my mark.
Yeah.
I was overthinking it. Like,
and
oh, wow.
I feel like he's not phoning it in. But
no, he's not
being given enough to do at the same time. But when he's better Bruce Wayne than he is Batman.
For sure. I read that he played it like a soap opera. He said like the way that he would turn into Nicole Kidman, the way that he would like put his hands on his hips. He's like, he played it like that's how it's going to be. So I don't know. Interesting choice.
Yeah. I mean, that's almost the tone of the movie. So
absolutely. Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. I do love how he looks and how he dresses in this movie.
Oh, 100%.
The like high-waisted, wide pleated pants, absolutely back in again. Thank God.
The glasses.
So good. The glasses.
The hair.
Baby. I'm going to be looking like Jim Carrey at that scene where he's emulating. And he's even got the fake mole like in the same place. He's like, how's my mole? Yeah, just great costuming.
Oh,
my God.
My God.
I do not love the Batsuit in this.
It's ridiculous.
I do feel like the Michael Keaton Batsuit was better. It's not bad in this, but it just feels extra rubbery. Like maybe because they're not hiding it as well as Burton did, because you can just see how flimsy and tough to move around in it is.
Yes.
Because there's so many scenes where like, I'm like, how is Val actually fighting in the scene? That looks crazy. Or when he's like, there's multiple times where he's swimming or flying through the air and it looks ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Even at the end, the iconic like Batman and Robin are running towards the screen with the spotlight. My favorite. But like now that it's in HD, especially, I don't think I noticed this on the VHS. You can see his horns are just flapping every time his feet lands. They're just every time he lands because everything is so like janky and rubbery on that suit. Yeah. It doesn't look real or good.
Their costumes were, let's say, cheap, but guess what? They just did it. They made the movie. They got it done.
Well, I will say, the Batsuit from this is the like longest lasting Batsuit apparently.
Really?
Because it's the one that Warner Brothers kept on hand for screen test. Both Robert Pattinson and Christian Bale wore it before their bat suits for their, respective movies were ready. So you can see video of both of them wearing this Batman Forever bat suit.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
maybe it's because it was so heavy duty, so thick of rubber.
I wonder, yeah. And the guy that designed it, I don't have his name in front of me, but he's super fucking cool looking. And there's a scene of him standing next to Val Kilmer in the suit, and he's basically dressed like a goth raver, but as if Batman was like a goth raver. It's what it looks like. Like he's standing next to the bat suit, and it looks like he's wearing a version of the bat suit himself.
We're clipping this. This is your first clip where we're talking about this guy. You're going to see a visual of this
I'm going to put the image up on Instagram and see my words in the caption.
If you guys don't know what a clip is.
Do you know about clipping culture? Because I keep getting fed this stuff, and I'm like, I have to sit down and clip for my show to get it. Like I'm on the podcasting subreddit, and they're like, guys, you have to be making clips every day. And I'm like, fuck off, man. You get, the point is you just get big enough to where you can hire a social media person to do that for you so that you don't have to be, bothered by that. Yeah. So Tim Burton was very upset with the title of the film. He hated it. And of course he's listed as a executive producer on this movie, by the way. He gets credit. And he also hated that they put nipples in the bat suit when they pushed back on so many things that he did in his films, It
almost sounds like Timmy's being kind of a bitch.
Oh, he is. He absolutely is.
I know.
He's a real spiteful little bitch. Like, I love Tim Burton.
Me too.
He made some great movies a long time ago. Hasn't made any good ones in a while.
However.
But, he's a little catty ass bitch, He's been divorced like 4 times too, right?
No, he hasn't been divorced. He's been engaged for like a decade. For like yes.
Does he just keep dating women?
He just keeps
Is that the thing?
Dating women forever.
What a
He's probably mad about that. Yeah,
bitch.
he's like, don't talk about forever. One of my
I hate the word forever.
One of my fiancés might think that I might marry them. That's a whole different conversation that we'll talk about during Ed Wood.
Oh,
my favorite Tim Burton movie.
That is the most interesting Tim Burton movie for sure.
It's so good.
Harvey Dent is portrayed by Billy D. Williams in the 1989 Tim Burton Batman movie. And he was very excited to eventually play Two-Face.
I forgot this. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, I told you about
tell
this.
Me.
You knew this. So Billy D. Williams
tell the audience.
Straight up plays Harvey Dent in the 1989 Batman movie. I forgot about this as a kid, and I remember watching it like as a teenager or something and being like, holy shit, his name's Harvey Dent. Like there's a whole subplot about him getting elected as a district attorney in that. And it's because it was supposed to come back in Batman Returns, and he was supposed to be the villain in Batman Returns. Well, like halfway through production, Tim Burton rewrote the script so that instead of Harvey Dent being the villain, it became Max Schreck, Christopher Walken's character, which was like a reference and nod to some German expressionist film that Tim Burton loved. I forget the name of it right now. It's the actor that plays Nosferatu in like the original Nosferatu movie. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But yeah, so they invented a new character, like basically a Donald Trump guy.
Yeah,
is who Max Schreck is in that movie. Even his sons look just like Don or an Eric Trump. It's so funny. Anyway, so yeah, that was originally supposed to be Billy D. Williams as Two-Face in that movie. And then when they wrote that Two-Face was going to be the villain in this one, and they cast, Tommy Lee Jones, Billy D. Williams was like really heartbroken about it. And he's been open about that in the past.
I can't believe they would do him like that.
Well, in 2017, when they made the Lego Batman movie, which rips.
It's so good.
A very good movie, regardless of like, if you're a diehard Batman fan, there's so much like little morsels and tidbits and like fun stuff in there for you to eat up. And if you're not, it's still an enjoyable ride, and it's a great kids movie. Anyway, they cast Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent / Two-Face in that film, fulfilling a long promised career goal. Also, there's a comic book that came out just a few years ago called Batman 1989, and it serves as a like unofficial sequel to the film. And it's the like a what if of if there was a continuation of that film and what the original like idea for Batman Returns was going to be, and where was it Marlon Wayans? One of the Wayans brothers was going to be Robin.
Yes, yeah.
I forget which one. There's even an action figure that like you can tell was modeled after him and not Chris O'Donnell that came out. Yeah, anyway. The comic book follows like what if, and Billy D. Williams is like a guy that looks like Billy D. Williams, I guess. Maybe it's like not really his legal likeness. Anyway, he's Two-Face Harvey Dent in it. And it's a great comic book. I enjoyed it immensely. That's it for that. So I know
And that's it
I'm
for
bad
that?
at transitions. I'm sorry. Gossip Gertie. Do you know this character?
No.
This is the old lady with like the cool glasses that's like,
Yes.
Bruce Wayne,
Yes.
who are you here with?
I'm
You
so
know?
sorry. How could I ever
I know.
disrespect her name like that? Of course. Of course,
Gossip
she's my
Gertie.
queen.
She rules. She's in this and Batman and Robin.
Mm-hmm.
She is in Batman Returns, but she's not playing Gossip Gertie. She's like one of
I
the
love
like
this
extras in
stupid
Gotham that
series
yells
so
at
much.
Penguin. Yeah. She's like one of the ladies that just yells like, oh, he's like a frog that turns into a prince.
Listen, maybe it is her. And that's just her on a different day. She's not in her journalism cap. She's in her Frog Prince moment.
So her character is like a gossip columnist in Gotham that just appears and has like a lot of lines in these movies, but she's like really good. Like I remember getting exactly who that character is supposed to be, and like it's really funny and like kind of over the top, but in a fun way. She is played by Elizabeth Sanders, the widow of Bob Kane.
Oh my gosh.
Bob Kane being one of the co-creators of Batman alongside Bill Finger. But Bob is often controversially credited as the sole creator of Batman. Just a little.
Gotta give.
There's a lot of drama behind the scenes about that. But yeah, I love her. She's great.
She's
really
really
great
cool.
in this.
She was really good.
Batman Returns for like a split second, and Batman and Robin. She's great too because I remember her pestering George Clooney at the observatory in that one.
I'm surprised she's not just like a character actress. You know what I mean?
That's the
really
thing.
cool.
When I found out who she was, and it's just like a little fun cameo for like the widow of the creator, I was just
Yeah.
like, what? She's so. I thought this was like a character actress who plays this kind of person in like a ton of movies, and no, it's literally just like a fun cameo. Just like Patrick Leahy, senator from Vermont, he is in all of the Batman movies since this one.
Wow.
He's
Who was
also, I don't remember. It's not a big role. He might just be an extra,
Mhm.
but I do know in The Dark Knight, he's the one at the party at Bruce Wayne's penthouse when Heath Ledger's Joker walks in, and he's like, "We won't give in to you thugs," and he goes to like grab him with a knife. That's Patrick Leahy.
All right.
Yeah, he's the senator from Vermont. Him and Bernie Sanders are Vermont's two senators. Were R.I.P. We've been to the aquarium that him and his wife helped fund.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
That was
It was a nice
cool.
aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
So the girls on the corner at the street that see Robin pop out of the Batmobile and call him, "That ain't Batman, that's Batboy." Did you recognize them?
No, who was it?
That's En Vogue.
Wow, that's so cool. Wow, that scene was great too because they were just like, "Yeah, what's up, Batman?"
I love that scene so much. As a kid,
I think Batman's a patron of the arts.
well, yeah, for sure, Bruce Wayne is. I love that scene where Robin steals the Batmobile and just kind of like goes on like a joyride and then ends up saving a girl from like a gang. I love that scene so much because I'm like, this is exactly what I would have done if I found the Batcave. Like I would just take it out for a
Steal the
night
car.
and then like rescue a girl and be like, yeah, I can get used to this, and just like beating up like gangsters and stuff, you know?
That's
like
so funny.
it's exactly what I would do. It was like wish fulfillment for like 5-year-old me, and I loved that scene so much. But like when it gets interrupted by Batman like just showing up and scaring everyone away, and then like Dick Grayson like starts taking out his frustrations on him and punching him, and he's like, "It should have been you." You know, that's like, okay, well, that's too emotional. Come on, man. Continue
Dude, be
this.
cool.
Continue this like wish fulfillment hero thing.
We were having a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
You were like,
Now you're making
you
it
were
weird.
actively getting into trouble. Why are you feeling feelings? Why you're grieving your parents who have been dead for what, 2 weeks?
So, what do you think is the biggest song from this movie? Because the soundtrack is full of bangers,
Okay,
but I think there's one undeniable song.
my absolute favorite is well. I have to start. Okay, I'm so sorry. We have to back up just
Do you
a
want to
little
just
bit.
do the soundtrack now, or do you want to go backward to something you're saying?
Well, I was, I'm okay. My absolute favorite song is my goodness, how am I forgetting this?
Is it?
This is my very first Flaming Lips like song that I ever
Oh,
heard.
okay. Same. Yeah.
And I watched that scene a lot as a kid because I
You
loved
too?
Jim Carrey. Yeah, my
Okay.
brother loved Jim Carrey a lot, so we had this
Yeah.
on VHS, and
Same. Yeah.
I would just watch it a lot. But some
Mhm.
of it scared me, so I'd skip through it a lot. But yeah, no, I like that song. And
Bad
then
Days by Flaming Lips.
yes, Bad Days.
My favorite Flaming Lips song.
I mean, Kiss from a Rose. culturally at that time
Yes.
was
The chokehold it
undeniably
had on
just,
moms in the 90s.
God, they loved
and
it.
to
It
this
was
day, to be fair.
always on the radio. And it's so good. I think, did my mom have the album? She just liked
a lot
the
of people
song.
did. It was huge.
We might have had the album.
It almost outsold the Prince's Batman album.
It's so good. And then there's that Offspring song when,
Yeah, when Robin steals the Batmobile. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
It's
yeah,
called,
it's such a good
Smash
song.
It Up. Yeah.
Even like when I was watching it and I'm hearing the, what is the U2 song?
Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me.
I do have notes on that. I feel like it does need to be shorter.
Yeah, and I'm going to be...
Maybe they should do one. When I heard it today, I was like, this song actually is pretty good.
Is this a safe space?
This is a safe space.
Can I say something without anyone getting mad at me?
I'm not
This includes listeners. I don't care for U2.
That's so insane.
I've never gotten
No.
U2.
And let me tell you,
I've
listener.
listened to a lot of episodes of a podcast about U2 and I still don't get it.
Yeah, I was about to say that, where you've spent a lot of time researching U2, really delving into a fascination of U2 and just not engaging within it.
Well, to be fair, it's not a very serious podcast. It's really just two comedians just kind of goofing off while also talking about their favorite band. And it's called You Talking U2 to me, to be clear. It's by Scott Aukerman and
Adam Scott.
I was like, who's the more famous guy in the duo? I can't remember. But yeah, I just never... There's a couple U2, like Sunday Bloody Sunday, obviously good. There's like one other U2 song that I'm like, I won't change the station when it comes on. But I'm like, I'm just not a U2 guy.
See, I felt that way too. But then when I'm hearing the song today, I'm like, maybe I just never gave them a real shot. Maybe I was like,
I've tried. I really have.
You did try. You did. I'll just take your word for it, I guess.
I have a really embarrassing memory, and I have a lot of these where I talked shit about something and then felt bad about it. And I'm on a podcast now. That's great. But I was at a job, like a retail job, and U2 came on the radio, and I went, oh, I hate U2. And I went to go change the station. And like this really sweet coworker of mine was next to me and she was like, I love U2. She's like, they got me through a lot when I was in recovery. And I was just like, oh, I'm sorry. And I felt like such a piece of shit all of a sudden because like this girl had been through so much and like had like come out of rehab and like had this job because it was like part of her like thing where she was like getting her life together. And like U2 was really important to her. And I just like offhandedly
You're like, and I hate this shit. And anyone who likes it is also, and I hate to say it, it was a different time. You said the R word.
I just go, come on. Don't make it worse. But no, I try to like not
got that.
I try not to do stuff like that anymore. Cause like I was like 19 in the story, to be clear, but I have so many stories in my life of like doing something like that. And I like try not to create more of them like in my 30s now,
It's an active struggle. I know what it's like
to be a hater. Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm a lover, if anything. What's your favorite song in this?
It's either Bad Days by the Flaming Lips or Kiss from a Rose. It's undeniable. But let me run through the soundtrack because it's all bangers. U2's Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me. PJ Harvey.
I forgot.
One Time Too Many. Incredible band. Brandy. Where Are You Now? Seal's Kiss from a Rose, of course. Massive Attack with Tracy Thorn. Amazing Massive Attack.
Wow.
The Hunter Gets Captured by the Game. Eddie Reader's Nobody Lives Without Love. Mazzy Star's Tell Me Now. Mazzy Star, dude.
This fucking album.
The Offspring Smash It Up, as we mentioned. Nick Cave? That feels like a real outlier. More than half of these songs aren't in the movie, by the way. Only about 5 of them, I think, are in the movie. Method Man has a song called The Riddler.
Method Man?
Made a song about
beautiful.
The Riddler. Michael Hutchinson's The Passenger. The Devlins, Crossing the River. And then Sunday Real Estate with a song called
R-I-D-D-L-E.
Is it the letter A? I can't tell. And then, of course, The Flaming Lips is Bad Days. But yeah, incredible soundtrack. So, fun tidbit about Seal's Kiss from a Rose. It was originally released in 1994 on a second studio album, but it performed poorly. And it fell off the charts after just a few weeks. Joel Schumacher used the song as a temp track for a love scene between Bruce Wayne and Chase Meridian. And though he didn't think it fit the scene, he liked it so much that he included it in the end credits and then directed a new music video for it.
Wow.
And the music video on YouTube famously is like just this movie with like scenes of Seal singing in front of the bat signal. It's so good. Anyway, it was re-released in 1995 called Batman Forever version. The song's inclusion in the soundtrack made it a smash hit, topping numerous charts, including Billboard Hot 100. And after Schumacher's death in 2020, Seal reflected, "I owe my career, I guess, in large part to Schumacher, who took a chance, who took a song that was always a good song, but kind of an unconventional one, so it wasn't immediately palatable. But the difference was that everyone who went to see that movie, when they came out of that theater, the last thing they heard was, 'Baby!' And I guess it kind of stuck."
Baby, you're right. Because I was about to say that this song is almost hidden in the soundtrack. It's the very last thing. It's right after the U2 song, which is pretty high energy. And then very suddenly it's a cut to there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's hidden. So I'm surprised that like it really just took off from, you're right, the very last thing that you heard.
And it's been a radio classic ever since.
I don't turn
You still hear it today. Yeah. Community famously made a karaoke episode all about how it rocks.
So good.
Okay. Here's something I only learned about within the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, ever since Joel Schumacher's death in 2020, it's really become big. There is a longer and much darker version of this movie that exists.
No.
It's known as the Schumacher cut.
Oh my God, this is like a fucking creepypasta.
Well, it's not like haunted.
It's haunted.
It is 40 minutes longer, which is way too long. This movie's already too long. It does a lot, but like it's pretty long.
This movie's the perfect length.
And it features an entirely different opening scene with Two-Face escaping Arkham Asylum and more scenes of Bruce exploring his psyche, like that giant bat flying towards him. That was a humongous like puppet, by the way. I've seen a behind the scenes thing of that bat that's flying towards the spot. It is bigger than a man. It is so big and scary.
That's a cryptid
and
baby.
He like Val Kilmer confronts it in his mind. It's crazy. So extended scenes also have him exploring grief, doubt, and shame because he's like blaming himself for his parents' death. Like some of this is still in the movie because there's that moment where he's like, "I killed his parents," and Alfred's like, "What?" Additionally, after he gets shot in the head by Two-Face, and in the the cut that we know, he just wakes up in his bed and Alfred's like, "Go get him. Here's Robin." There's a whole thing where he has amnesia and forgot that he was Batman.
Oh my God. Yes. Cut that shit out of the movie.
Well, Alfred has to remind him that like he's Batman, and he like discovers the Batcave and finds part of the cave that didn't get blown up by the Riddler. And that's how he discovers that it still has the Bat plane and the Bat boat. And he remembers that he's Batman and why he became Batman. And that's why when he confronts Riddler at the end, it's so impactful that he's like, "I'm both Bruce Wayne and Batman." And it's like a big deal.
Yeah.
Because he like forgot that part of his psyche and is like confronting it. And why is he still doing this? Does he want to do this? Because he was ready to throw it all away before Riddler came in and blew it up,
Thank God they cut this. This is a perfect movie and doesn't need any of this darkness.
Everyone who's seen it says they prefer it, including Vera Drew of The People's Joker. And Kevin Smith owns one of the few copies. He was apparently given it by an executive at Warner Brothers on a thumb drive, and he has screened it at his Smodcast Cinema Theater. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting, and I'm only a little jealous, I guess.
Well, anyway, you were going to talk about bats, right?
I was just going to say, I really love how loose the characters are, and how Bruce Wayne, who's supposed to be a smart guy, goes into Chase Meridian's office and is like, "So you like bats?" And it's like, "You fucking idiot. You're supposed to be a smart man. That's a Rorschach test. That is a Rorschach test, obviously." She's like, "You dumb bitch."
I do like the cute, like, back and forth play they're doing. Like when her saying, "Oh, he's a wacko." And he goes, "Is that a technical term, doctor?" And that comes up like 3 more times. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, obviously she's not coming across like smart enough to be the like doctor that she's supposed to be, the psychiatrist. He's not coming across as like the world's greatest detective that he's supposed to be.
You're right. You're right. Everyone is
but they're both playing it like a soap opera, which is fun, to be honest.
It is so much fun. Yeah. That's why I love this movie. It really doesn't take itself too seriously at all.
Caffeine will kill you.
I was going to say, let's talk about Tommy Lee Jones.
Okay. Famously, Tommy Lee Jones hated Jim Carrey. And they did not get along. And Jim Carrey did not know this at first until he ran into him. I guess they were like out to dinner at a restaurant, I think is how the story goes. And he like, he saw Tommy at another table. And he's like, oh, let me go say hi to him.
He's my friend.
And he walks over and Tommy pulls him aside. And he's like, I hate you. I cannot stand you. And this is the famous quote, I cannot sanction your buffoonery.
I love that. I think about I cannot sanction your buffoonery all the time.
Yeah. And also, apparently, I don't know if this is before or after that happened, but Jim Carrey was like, spent so much time practicing spinning his cane to get it right that he did at one point hit Tommy Lee Jones in the nuts with it on set.
So good.
So that may have been part of it. Also, but Joel Schumacher did call Tommy Lee Jones a diva and said he was so hard to work with, him and Val.
Yeah, I read that as well.
Yeah. And he's like, I'll never work with professional actors like that ever again. To think that Jim Carrey was the one he got along with the most out of those three guys is crazy.
Yeah.
Because like, I would expect Jim Carrey to be a fucking dickhead. Although I guess in 1990, no. He was kind of at the height of his powers in 95 because he was making so much money.
He was just coming up. He had a crazy... okay, hold on.
Was 95 his year? Was that the year where he made like 4 movies?
Okay, I just looked this up.
Yeah, when was Ace Ventura?
Okay, Ace Ventura was 94. So was...
Okay. So he was probably
Ace
filming
Ventura.
this.
God, what was it? Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, you're right. 94 was when all this popped off.
What was the other one?
The Mask.
The Mask, of course. How could I forget?
Yep. And
he was so hot at that time.
He was like he couldn't do any wrong.
But he also didn't falter. Then he did Liar, then Cable Guy.
Wasn't that 95? Because Cable Guy's like 97, 98.
But then each year we're just keep ramping up. Like he's doing multiple movies. Like he's on the top of the world.
97. Okay, yeah. Cable Guy was
and then Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, obviously, When Nature Calls.
was the same year as Batman Forever.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But he didn't do like a Jamie Foxx, or like right as he was getting hot, like he's on the set of this movie and he's like, fuck this movie. Do you know about this?
Tell him. Tell the people.
So Miami Vice, the movie with Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell. Jamie Foxx is blowing the fuck up for Ray. And like,
right,
he's on set. He has already signed contracts. He's on set filming Miami Vice, blowing the fuck up, like getting bigger, like becoming a household name, getting like Oscar nominations, and is like, I'm not doing this. Fuck you. Pay me more. Like, I'm not coming out of my trailer. They had the hardest time filming that movie because Jamie Foxx was being a fucking diva. Yeah. So Jamie Foxx became very difficult on the set of Miami Vice. And it famously like fucked up that movie and its budget and everything. Like it went over schedule and it was just so hard to shoot. It became like a boondoggle because of that.
Yeah, no, Jimothy Carey.
But Jimothy did not do that on the set of this movie, and he probably could have. That's why it just surprises me that like he wasn't the difficult one to work with, according to Joel Schumacher. So this movie has a connection to the last film that we covered on Debaser here. You were not on that episode, but we covered Demolition Man.
Mm-hmm.
So Danny Elfman, who is the composer for the previous 2 Batman films, Batman and Batman Returns, was not brought back for Forever, reportedly because he and Tim Burton had a falling out over Nightmare Before Christmas.
Wow. Oh,
yeah.
Wait. Wow.
I don't know the specifics of that.
I was going to say, I read Tim Burton's like memoir in high school, and I feel like it did delve into
Did he dish on this? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're back together. So it's like...
Well, yeah. I'm sure they've made up since. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was like early 90s. So Schumacher saw Demolition Man in theaters and liked the score so much that he contacted Elliot Goldenthal, who did the score for it. I talked about it. And brought him on to do the score for Batman Forever and then Batman and Robin as well. I think it's better than Danny Elfman's score.
Boom.
Danny Elfman, iconic score.
So good.
I won't lie. It's amazing.
Yet.
I like his Batman's theme more from this. The horns. Undeniable. They're so good. Goldenthal also composed the score for another Val Kilmer movie that released the same year as Batman Forever. And it was the second episode we did for Debaser. Heat. Well, I should say he was one of the composers on that. Technically, Moby was also a composer on that. But I think Goldenthal did the original version of the song that plays over the end credits, the ending scene, God moving over the face of the waters. And then Moby did like a remix of it. It's complicated.
It's complicated.
That's about all I got.
That's all you got?
Do you want to hit your notes? Do you have other stuff that we didn't touch on?
Let me tell you about my notes right now. Well, I've got some silly little notes here. And I meant to look this up. Who's the boiling acid guy?
It's boiling acid. That's a good question. I'll look it up.
I love the part where he says, no, hold on. Yes.
What about the guy at the circus? Or no, it's at Edward Nygma's like launch party or something, where when Batman flies through the ceiling, he goes, "It's Batman."
That's very the same energy. That's his cousin.
Yeah.
That's 100%
I almost thought it was
cousin.
the same guy. Okay, Joe Grafassi as Bank Guard in Batman Forever. Do we know him in anything else? Hang on. I got to Google this man's name. Joe Grafassi. Oh my God. Iconic, annoying. Can I say it?
No.
No.
But you know.
You know.
I also really enjoy that Gotham looks like Neo Tokyo in this. Like they're completely
it's so
changing the whole vibe of Gotham.
It looks like straight out of a comic book where it's so high concept and crazy.
It's amazing. It's a sight to behold. I also have written down here, Harvey Two-Face. That's what they call him on the news. Is it because he can't be Harvey Dent? No, I think they call him that.
No, they call him that a lot. Yeah, yeah. How much do you love when they play the courtroom scene when he got scarred? It makes no fucking sense. So they play it on the news, it's like it's almost like a dramatic like reinterpretation of the scene, but no, it's really like in universe, it's what happened, even though there's like multiple camera angles and Batman's in the courtroom and jumps from the jury box to try to deflect the acid at the last minute.
You just can't do that.
None of it makes any sense. It's so funny. And then they try to show that like only half his face got scarred because he held up a folder, but he like moves the folder when he gets splashed. So it doesn't make sense that he only did half his face. It's so weird.
Listen.
And I think they knew like how bad it looked. So they relegate it to like a TV inside the movie so that you can't see it as well. You know, it's a little obscured. It's so funny.
Yes. It's the very same acid that made them that way. I wrote that down.
From the bank vault at the beginning? Yes. It's boiling acid.
It's the very same acid that made them that way.
Oh, them. Right. Because Harvey Face refers to themselves in the plural. That's right.
Yes.
Oh, Face. Huh? And he looks out and sees Batman's cape and just shoots the guy.
So
have the decency to just die.
Oh, it's such a good quote. I wrote that down as well. Can we also just talk about his actual suit? Sorry, I said let's talk about Tommy Lee Jones, and we talked about Jim Carrey.
He's my favorite part of this movie.
He's so absolutely good.
I saw more people praising Jim Carrey. I think
God no.
Harvey's
I'm sorry.
Tommy Lee Jones is doing a better job because it's very out of character. Jim Carrey's just being Jim Carrey.
And he does a
Tommy
great
Lee
job
Jones
at
has
it.
never been like this, except he's a little like this in Under Siege, but not really.
God, it's so good. Tommy Lee Jones. I just love his suit. It has zebra print on it. His face is purple. He looks really cool.
Two-Face.
Keep going.
And
Harvey Dent, once Gotham's district.
He's just so good. And I really
Two-Face.
Okay.
That's who you're talking about.
That's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about
I'm spicing up
about
the
Two-Face.
the convo.
All right, boys. Phase 2.
Jared, if you keep doing this, you're done.
You don't want me to Shelby eyes this episode?
I don't like it. Don't clip this. Don't even put it in the app. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Here's some iconic Two-Face lines. I'm just going to read them to you.
Yes, tell me.
One man is born a hero, his brother a coward. Babies starve, politicians grow fat. Holy men are martyred, and junkies grow legion. Why? Luck. Blind, stupid, simple, do-da, clueless luck. He puts so much stank on that monologue.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Oh my God, so good. Oh, we didn't even talk about Sugar and Spice.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Sugar and Spice.
We haven't even talked about Sugar and Spice.
We need to talk about Drew Barrymore.
Yes, she is. She's in so
many things. Is it Debbie
things.
Fizar? Debbie Mazar. Debbie Mazar?
Is that true?
Yes.
Is that right?
That is her name, Debbie Mazar.
Wow.
Google
is broken.
Google Sugar and Spice Batman Forever right now.
Okay.
And I don't care how you swing. You're turned on. I'm sorry.
You say
it's simply undeniable.
It's undeniable. Do you have eyeballs? Come on.
Truly like a sexual awakening for young me. Seeing both of these women and being like, whoa.
And I love how when they have dinner together, they make 2 separate insane meals of like raw meat and then like poached salmon. So silly. That's what I'm saying. We're in this realm of complete silliness. This movie could have a musical number and I wouldn't bat an eye.
Yeah.
In fact, it should have.
It feels like it's asking for it.
It should have. Yeah. Just to go back to how well written my notes are.
Yeah.
There is one spot that just says, "Car's cool."
The Batmobile on this?
Car's cool.
It's pretty good. It's a shame they blow it up.
I wasn't even talking about the Batmobile when I was writing this. I was thinking about how they used all those like old school like
all of Two-Face's cars?
Yes, they're
like, all like old jalopies.
It's so cool.
And like all of his henchmen are hanging off the side too to get around.
Love that
it's so funny.
It's
like when they drop off Two-Face and Riddler at Wayne Manor near the end, like all of his henchmen hanging on the side have to like move so they can get out the door and then they just hobble back on. It's so cool. I love it so much. So after Riddler like confronts Two-Face, Two-Face is like threatening to kill him. And he's like whispering into his ear. The sound mixing for this movie is dog shit, by the way. It's all over the place. Like you cannot equalize the volume. It's so hard. And it's been like that my whole, like, since I've been watching this on VHS all the way to watching this on like a 4K Blu-ray. But anyway, he's like whispering into his face, like, "You have broken into our hideout. You have violated the sanctity of our lair. For this, we should crush your bones into powder. However, you do pose a very interesting proposition. Therefore, heads we accept and tails we blow your damned head off." It's so good, man. Oh, yeah. To prove your point about the acid, for your dying pleasure, we are serving the very same acid that made us the men we are today. Good catch, yeah. You could say we're of 2 minds of the subject.
Okay, and you know, let's just tie this all together. That Chase Meridian is a psychologist, who's basically doing multiple personalities, and everyone in this movie has multiple personalities, including Chase Meridian being a doctor and also a crazy horny woman. It's just beautiful.
One of the like first lines when Batman's like about to fight Two-Face and his thugs in the opening, very punctual, even to his own funeral. "Boys, kill the bat." At the end, when like Batman convinces him to flip a coin before he kills Batman, he's like, "Yes, of course you're right, Bruce. Emotions are always the enemy of true justice. Thank you. You've always been a good friend." I love how is he swinging from Harvey to Two-Face doing that? It's so
That's exactly it. Because
good.
Otherwise he'd just be the Joker.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And he's like doing an over-the-top version of the Joker, but it's so
But he believes, like, when he said that, he's like, "You really have always been there for me, bro."
But like, he's not being condescending. He's being earnest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in that moment, he's like, "You're right. That is my thing, and I should be doing that.
I should be doing that." "Oh no, you tricked me by throwing other coins. Which one is my coin?"
So in the original script, Batman convinces him to flip the coin for himself. Apparently, like, we don't see what side it lands on, but he kills himself. And Robin's like, "It's such a shame." And Batman's like, "No, Harvey finally made the first choice without his coin in a long time." Yeah, to imply that like it didn't land on tails, but he decided to kill himself anyway. Also, something I didn't catch until like this watch. When they break into Wayne Manor and they're like ransacking the place and everything, Harvey keeps flipping the coin, right? And it keeps landing on heads and he's like getting pissed off and he keeps flipping it. I thought he's just flipping it until it lands on tails to give himself permission to go shoot somebody. That's not what's happening. He is flipping it for every person in Wayne Manor.
Oh.
He flips it once for Alfred. It lands on heads. He doesn't kill Alfred. He flips it for Chase Meridian. Lands on heads. He gets mad and doesn't kill her. It lands on tails the third time for Bruce. He shoots Bruce. Doesn't kill him, but he shoots him.
Yeah.
And then Edward's like, "Don't kill him.
Won't
Remember,
learn a lesson.
If he's dead, he won't learn nothing."
Yep. Mm-hmm. God, this movie is so good.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad you could say about it. And that's how I feel. We haven't even talked about the laundry scene.
Oh my God, the laundry scene.
Oh my God, that's
The
how I do
laundry
laundry every
scene.
time.
I'll get to a laundry, Master Dick. Oh, that's okay, Alfred. I don't like being waited on. Cue like the coolest metal music as like Chris O'Donnell just starts doing laundry acrobatics. Like just like is drying out t-shirts and rags around his like arms and legs, flipping them over clotheslines. It makes no fucking sense, but it's so like to 5-year-old me, this meant Robin's a fucking badass. He's cool. It's so insane.
Flips
and then he
for
winks.
no reason.
He winks at Alfred. No, he mops up, and then he winks at Alfred and walks out.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of crazy facial things, when Batman finds out that Chase Meridian is in love with Bruce Wayne, when he's like, I understand, turns to the camera and does
he
the
looks disappointed,
craziest
but then
smile.
Looks at the camera and gives the most obvious. Yeah, it's so
That's
good.
insane. That maybe that is my one thing where I'm like, too much.
To this movie's credit, when Nicole Kidman kisses him later as Bruce Wayne and realizes it's Batman, it's not stated.
No.
If this was made today, she would have to be like, wait a minute.
Oh, there'd be a whole thing.
Those are Batman's lips. And there'd be a flashback.
Whole subplot of her being like, was it that though? Because we can't tell stories anymore.
Well, we just have to like remind people who are looking at their phone at home that like,
this is happening
implying
right
that
now.
this is happening. This connection's being made, blah, blah, blah. You know, we got to make sure it's okay for people who are second screening, you know? Oh, God.
Not this
I love
movie.
this movie. I'm looking at Two-Face's outfit. I'm just like, sewing needle go crazy.
They went crazy.
Riddler, honestly, I think enough has been said about Riddler over the years, but like, I think Two-Face is underappreciated. Tommy Lee Jones is one of my favorite actors, and he's just, what an unbelievable performance. The scene where he's trying to teach Riddler how to punch a guy is so funny.
I just love how much they supposedly hated each other.
Yeah, and they're having a ball on screen.
There are so many moments where they're just taking a break that is acting, baby, where they're just taking a break to just make a noise, to just maniacally laugh and just
they
go.
Just look at each other going, yeah. I love the scene where they're breaking into the diamonds and Riddler's like, I like this one, you know, and he's like looking at it with an eyeglass, and then Two-Face pulls up like a huge one and goes, I like this one. Just like dumb comical ass bullshit. And it cuts to them like in the car driving away from like a bank, and he's trying to count the cash, and he's like, I lost count. Ah! And they're just like giggling like schoolgirls driving away. It's so good.
This is a
how could you not
buddy
love
villain
this?
movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just love friendship.
Yeah. And it'll be like fun scenes of that, and then Sugar and Spice, you know, like doing like some cool, sexy stuff for them. And then it cuts to Batman being like, I killed my parents. There's a giant bat inside of my brain. I'm going to fuck Nicole Kidman.
One of us is going to fuck Nicole Kidman.
Someone's going to fuck Nicole Kidman. By the way, she's actually nude in that scene where she's just wrapped in a bed sheet. She's not actually wearing anything under that.
I thought it was so funny that she told him to come to her house at that time, and she's not ready.
And she's just laying there. Yeah. Trying to think what were my favorite parts. I loved the Batmobile as a kid because the underglow, like neon blue shit was so cool. And I had this, of all the movie Batmobiles, I never had like the full size toy until this one. And then didn't have another one until like Batman Begins, but I bought that with like my own money as an adult. But I had like the big, like it was like the size of my forearm Batmobile of this that you could put a real like action figure into, and it had a button that lit up the blue light, and it shot out like a little missile from the middle, and the wings were weird. It never does this in the movie, but the wings had like two different positions they could be in.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that does feel nakedly blatant marketing is like he just gets all his shit destroyed and then has to keep getting like, I got another suit in waiting. I've got another vehicle. I've got 2 more vehicles. And it's like, oh, they're just doing that so that they have another toy to sell.
Yeah.
That kind of bothered me, you know? And also they did blow up the Burton Batmobile at the end of Batman Returns when it turned into the Bat Missile. So like that was the excuse to have another Batmobile, I guess, in this one. I want to say H.R. Geiger did a prototype like for this movie, They didn't go with it, but what is in this movie does look a little like it a little bit. Google H.R. Geiger Batmobile, like it's out there on the internet. It's pretty wild to look at. But you can kind of see like where they were going with this from the beginning.
Whoa, it's insane.
Yeah, not nuts.
Looks like a scorpion.
The guy is a great conceptual artist, I gotta tell you. But yeah, I almost expected him to have credits on this because it has like a rib cage kind of deal that like he does on a lot of stuff. You know, H.R. Geiger being famous for designing the Xenomorph, for people who don't know, loves to put a lot of like both phallic and what's the opposite of phallic? Just a lot of sexual organ-esque innuendo into his art, human anatomy. I know I just can't think.
I have to look it up now.
Vegas or something? Yeah. Yonic. Yonic is the opposite. I don't think I knew that.
We learned something today.
Yonic is the opposite of phallic. It's something that's inspired by the vagina or vulva. Interesting. I like that.
I love that. Yeah, that's cool.
I'm going to try to remember that. It's very Yonic.
Yonic.
I still have a tab open of Debbie Mazar, ladies and gentlemen.
Debbie Mazar.
Has she ever played like Jennifer Tilly's sister in a movie?
Man. Empire Records and Beethoven. She's always been around for me. She truly has always been around.
Beethoven second, yeah.
God, that's amazing. And then Goodfellas. She's in like all the movies that everyone in my family is watching.
She's like the friend of the mistress in Goodfellas that you can tell he's about to fuck too.
He does. He puts her. You know,
does
we'll talk
eventually. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll get there.
We'll get there when we cover Goodfellas.
I love how there was a connection, by the way, though. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kourtney, I think we've done enough. How many stars would you give Batman Forever out of 5?
5.
5 out of 5. God,
this is a great movie.
I almost gave it the classic Jared 3.5, and I was like, you know what?
What's wrong with you?
I know. I was like, no. It gets bumped up for nostalgia, and because I like it more now than I did 10, 20 years ago. You know?
Yeah. I've joked a lot in this episode, and I've said some things that maybe were hyperbole, but I really do love this movie, even though it's maybe not the best movie. It's my favorite movie of the Batman franchise. Like, it's so much fun. It's just a good time. Yeah. And that's what I'm here for.
I wonder if this is so funny. If Batman Begins came out when I was a kid, would it have been my favorite Batman? I think so, because it has way more action scenes.
Yeah.
I think even at the time, Batman Returns was my favorite. I rode the high of this movie and watched it a lot, but I think I liked Returns more even then. But is that like the 10, 15 years of myself telling myself that like Joel Schumacher sucks and I don't like those movies, like having influenced that opinion? I can't remember, but I definitely watched this movie 1,000 times.
We were of that age. We were also the perfect age of just...
Well, like the backlash to Schumacher, for sure.
Well, we didn't know about that. We just enjoyed the movie.
And then later, like going on message boards and being like, yeah, Schumacher was made those gay-ass Batman movies. Right. Like, I'm being derogatory, for cultural sake. That's what happened. I disown that now. But yeah, revisiting it and being like, no, this movie actually fucking rules.
Yeah.
I remember you had never seen Batman and Robin until we watched it, right? And you really liked it. I don't have a higher opinion of it now than I did as a kid, but like,
I had a good time.
I think Batman Forever does rip.
Yes.
But there's very little I like about Batman and Robin.
We're not talking about her.
I know. I'm sorry.
You always want to talk
shit. I think about all of them as a whole, especially this one and Batman and Robin, because they're a little cohesive.
Continuation, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I will give this 4 stars.
I think that's fair.
And it's a little bit of a, like, every opinion, every review is biased, obviously. Like, that's the whole point. So I'm knowingly coming at it from an, like, it's unobjective. I forget which is which. I know that I'm coming at it with a bias and like a nostalgic lens. Admitting that, I'm giving it 4 stars.
Okay.
Just up front, whatever.
If I can't give this Batman movie 5 stars, then I can't give any Batman movie 5 stars.
Right.
So that's why it's 5 for me.
Now, the bigger question is, and Kourtney, you're like the one other person besides Will and I that I think can give this stamp of approval. Would you put this under the Debaser label? Because if you were any other guest host, I would not ask this.
Yeah.
So full stop. Yes.
I mean,
because I have a carve out.
I don't know. I feel like it's such a good movie. It's so campy. It's so artistic. When it's not good, it's good because it's not good. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm talking myself into it, but I am realizing it's not everyone's favorite. It's a lot of people's least favorite.
I will say this. I'll make it interesting. Listen to this. I would not put the original film as it stands on the Debaser label. I would put out the Schumacher cut on the label. Because Warner Brothers has never done it. And I could, hypothetically, I would talk Warner Brothers into it. And I would say, let us distribute it. You don't have to take the risk on this. Let us handle it. We'll do limited copies. We'll give you a percentage, obviously, because we'd have to license it and everything. But like, let us put out like a cool art house boutique version of Batman Forever, semicolon, the Schumacher cut, close parentheses. And then put like a picture of the crazy ass like bat puppet that they built on the cover. I have to show this to you. It's so insane.
That'd be good. I like that idea a lot. I don't know. Now that I have recognized that it's not everyone's favorite, I am like, oh no, I do want it to be on the label because
look at this.
This
is from the cut.
That's crazy.
So there's a scene where he confronts it. It like comes all the way up to his face in the Schumacher cut. That's it.
And he kissed it. He gave it a little.
He's like, I am you and you are me.
He didn't even mean to. It's just, that's how close they were. His lips are so just puffy and beautiful. He's like,
yeah.
It just accent.
Val Kilmer was such a handsome man. I love him. I didn't really appreciate him in his own time, in my time. And now that he's no longer with us, I'm just like, damn, he was so good.
And yeah, he was. Yeah, he really was.
Even
I heard
when
he was a fucking demon on set. Now I'm learning about this.
There's a lot of people that got some stories.
And I'm like, wow.
Where he's like, man, he was hard to work with. I have definitely read that he is prickly. I won't speculate about that. Well, folks, that's our show. Tell a friend about Debaser. And if you have any questions or comments, you can email us at debaserpod@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to Debaser. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to us on your podcast app and follow us on social media by searching for @DebaserPod. My guest co-host today has been Kourtney. Kourtney, where can people find you and what do you got going on that you'd like to plug?
My birthday's coming up. I'm going to have a real good time. I'll be around.
Okay. Well, send Kourtney her well wishes, your well wishes rather, on, do you want to plug your social media? Probably not, right? Nah. All right. Don't look her up, folks.
See me on the street, turn around.
My co-host Will should be back next week. He's just really busy with work right now, and I'm not. Actually, no, he's currently trapped inside the jaws of a gator, and he's pried it open with a toothpick. But he's only got a little bit longer, but I think he's going to get out of there in time to record with us next week.
And we are thinking of you, Will.
Will, you're
going to get out of there.
Wishes, buddy. Break a leg. We hope you get out of that gator's maw real fast.
He's just like,
Anyway, for my co-host Will and Kourtney, I'm Jared. Take care and good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Debaser is hosted and produced by Will Taylor and Jared Rusk. The show is mixed and edited by Jared Rusk. The intro is by AJ Stillebauer. You can find more of AJ's work at ajstillebauer.com. The cover art is by Dog Bites Back on Instagram. Check out debaserpod.com for links to all of our episodes and more. You can email the show at debaserpod@gmail.com. Please remember to subscribe to us on your podcast app and follow us on social media by searching for @DebaserPod. Special thanks to Haley and Kourtney for their love and understanding. Thank you for listening, and take care of each other.